Hey there guys, Kid here. Unshaven and a little bit tired. It's about 2:36 in the morning. Haven't done a blog in about 5 days, so I figured that the time is now. Actually, I was talking to someone who was going to die because I mentioned him again, Marphos, on Stickham earlier, and I was saying, oh, I gotta go do another video blog. If last one I did was 5 days ago, and he goes, 5 days? Wow, you're making a new video already? I don't know, I don't think it's that much. I like doing these videos. I like bringing original content about my life to you. So, first I'd like to announce that there is no contest winner yet. If you don't remember, or if you weren't willing to sit through that huge-ass thing yesterday, or 5 days ago, that I posted, the contest was about making an original insult towards me, not towards Sari. If you could think up something that wasn't, the same old fat joke or Jew joke, I was going to send out a photo of my nipple, signed, and I'd have whatever you want written on my nipple. Now on to a few less serious matters. So this weekend I went upstate to a party that was near Amanda's dorm in New Paltz. I think the party was actually in Kingston, which is a town near New Paltz or something, but I don't know. It was pretty fun, and so I want to thank Erica, Amanda's sister, for inviting us up there. There are actually a couple of photos from the party itself, so you can see how snappy I looked in my generic mafia costume. So, roll 'em.
I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight. For my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise, he did the mash. He did the monster mash. The monster mash.
On the actual Halloween, Sari and myself and this fellow John went and had some dinner and got a couple of drinks and just kind of made asses of ourselves, calling any and everyone we could. I ended up calling Amanda, and I'm sure she's gonna make some kind of comment about what I ended up doing during our phone conversation. So, to kill that, I called Amanda and sang My Girl. So, I'm lame. We were actually saying goodbye to John in a way, because he goes off to the Air Force on December 5th. He ships out. We wish him well in all his endeavors, and we hope that he's happy with the choices he's picked for his life, because rarely as we may have hung out with him, he was always a joy to have around when he was around. God, it sounds like I'm talking about him dying or something. He's not dying. He's just going into the military. So he's not dying yet. Moving on, I'd just like to say that I absolutely abhor Dawson's Creek moments. That's really all I want to go into about the whole situation, but for those of you who have talked to me on it, and know bits and pieces about the situation, my girlfriend, I believe, being one of the few, I'm just getting a little frustrated that people can't just be honest with each other. When they like them, they like them. When they don't like them, they don't like them. There need be no pussyfooting and tiptoeing around the subject. It's just not fucking necessary. And I try really hard to protect those that I care about, and sometimes it becomes a little difficult when all I want to do is make sure that the people in my life that mean something to me are happy. And it seems like there are just so many obstacles that keep that from happening. And I tend to sit at home and worry and fret and think that their happiness is really something I have to control or I have to initiate. Suppose that's one of my downfalls. It's one of the few cases where someone can actually consider me too compassionate, or compassionate at all. I hate Dawson's Creek moments, though. They drive me up the fucking wall, having to deal with this shit. Because I know that every time that someone gets hurt that I care about, I'm gonna be there to be their crying shoulder, and I'm not asking them to push me away because I like being there for my friends. But I just wish, for their sake, that I didn't have to be there like that for them so often. Other than that, I'd just like to wrap up on an apology. I'd like to apologize for the length of my previous video. It was, I believe, 16 minutes and 55 seconds. I guess that's what happens when Sarah and I get together and ramble shirtlessly. Nothing good really came out of that video except for a couple of chuckles at my nipples. And I hope that in the future I can provide more either introspective and interesting or funny content for you, my faithful 3 viewers.